هلو. هلو. طبعا كل المايكس معمولة ميوت عشان ما عشان نعرف نتكلم براحتنا. Good morning everybody. Today we are going to revise for October test. And now let's begin our revision. But confirm at first, everybody hear me? Still لسه في ناس بتدخل.
مستر استنى
أيوه.
سيب. هو الزوم ده هيبقى ريكوردد صح؟ أنا مش يعني أحضره ولا لأ؟
تاني بتقول إيه يا أحمد؟
مش هو كده هيبقى ريكوردد وهتبعته؟
هو ريكوردد، احنا بنعمل ريكوردنج دلوقتي. ولكن علشان هيبقى فيه جزء أسئلة، فلازم الناس كلها تبقى موجودة ومتفاعلة يعني.
يعني أنت تبعته على الجروب بعد ما تخلص ولا لأ؟
هيتبعت إن شاء الله. هي كلها 40 minutes يعني مش مستاهلة يعني.
طيب ماشي.
let's go.
انت هتحل ولا هتشرح؟
هنشرح دلوقتي. هنراجع تاني بسرعة الأول نراجع lesson 1 و 2 و 3، وبعد كده على طول نبدأ في ال exercise إن شاء الله. تمام. يلا بينا.
البوكلت صح؟
من الأول خالص. آه، ده الباوربوينت اللي احنا كنا شغالين بيه في الكلاس. هنعمل ريفيجن بسرعة كده عشان يبقى مفيد لينا كلنا. يلا بينا. دلوقتي هنبدأ ريفيجن من الأول خالص. Unit 1 Lesson 1 Attempts of Elements Classification. قبل ما نبدأ بس على الشات أهو الناس كلها confirm بس إنها سامعاني وإن الدنيا واضحة معاهم. أنا عامل ميوت للمايك، فمن فضلكم الناس تأكد معايا في الشات بس. أيوة تمام كده تمام. أوكي طب يلا بينا نبدأ بسرعة، وإن شاء الله الريفيجن دي مش هتاخد معانا أكتر من 10 دقايق ربع ساعة بالكتير، ونكمل باقي الزوم إن شاء الله اكسرسايز إن شاء الله. ومن الورك شيتس بتاعتكم أنا بعتها امبارح طبعا على تليجرام، كل الورك شيتس. يلا بينا نبدأ. Unit 1 Lesson 1 Attempts of Elements Classification. Number 1, many attempts are made by scientists for classification of elements. Why do we classify? ليه بنقسمهم? To be easy to be studied, to find the relation between the elements and their properties, physical and chemical properties. The most important attempts كانوا مين؟ أهم 3 attempts أو 3 محاولات كانوا مهمين. Mendeleev's periodic table, Moseley periodic table, the modern periodic table. Mendeleev's periodic table, the first real periodic table for classifying elements. Mendeleev prepared 67 cards for each element. Mendeleev recorded in each card the element symbol and the atomic weight, not the atomic number, important properties, arranged elements of similar properties in vertical groups, classify the elements in the main groups into 2 subgroups, A and B, discovered the elements arranged ascending according to their atomic weight. Properties of elements were repeated by the beginning of each period. The advantages of Mendeleev's periodic table, he left gaps يعني ساب مسافات for the new elements, corrected the wrong atomic weights, and the disadvantage, it was the disorders, and he can't treat the isotopes. Who discovered the nucleus contain positive particles? He was Rutherford. Rutherford discovered that the nucleus of the atom contains positively charged protons. Then Moseley periodic table. The second attempt for Moseley periodic table, Moseley named the protons by the name atomic number. The atomic number for Moseley, okay? And after studying the X-ray elements, classifying according to the atomic number, not the atomic weight, like Mendeleev arranged elements in the ascending order according to their atomic number. He adds 0 group in the right side and the new elements in the gaps. He add the lanthanides and actinides at the F block. Who discovered the main energy levels? The main energy levels were discovered by Bohr and discovered the main energy level of the atom. Modern periodic table. The modern periodic table, elements are classified in ascending order according to number 1, the element's atomic number, and number 2, the way of filling energy level. يبقى لو scientific term عندنا بيقول the table which arranged the element according to the atomic number وسكت كده atomic number only، يبقى ده mostly periodic table. But elements atomic number and the way of filling energy level, filling electrons in the energy sublevels، يبقى هنا the modern periodic table. The principles of classification. Number one, Mendeleev elements classified ascending according to their atomic weight. Number two, Moseley periodic table, he arranged the elements according to the atomic numbers. And then number three, the modern periodic table, as he classified the elements according to their atomic number and the way of filling energy sublevels, SPDF block. Description of the modern periodic table. It consists of 7 horizontal periods and 18 vertical groups. The number of elements till now 118, and this image for the modern periodic table واحنا رسمناه مع بعض قبل كده. The S block at the left side group, it consists of 2 groups, 1A and 2A. B block at the right side, and it consists of 6 groups. It starts with 3A and end with 0 group for the noble gases. D block in the middle, which consists of 10 vertical groups, begin with 3B and end with 2B. The F block lanthanides and actinides below the periodic table. So how to locate the position of elements in the modern periodic table? Number one, you have to know the period number and the group number. The period number is determined by the number of energy levels, and the element group is determined by the number of electrons in the outermost energy level. So, for example, how to detect the location of phosphorus 15? So now we have to make the distribution or the electronic configuration for phosphorus 15. Phosphorus 15 electrons are arranged in S. Phosphorus 15 is arranged in 3 main energy levels. KLM 15 are 2, 8, 5. So it consists of 3 energy levels. So it locates in period 3, and the outermost energy level contains 5 electrons. So it locates in group 5A. Yes, Jana.
هو امتى اعرف ان انا احط element في جروب من جروبات البي، وامتى اعرف احطه في جروب من جروبات الاي؟
هو كل اللي عندنا جروب A بس، A جروب. تمام.
مش هناخد بي خالص.
the maximum atomic number 20. يعني كالسيوم 20 اللي هو 2882 ده كده ده the final one. اوكي. طبعا افكركم برضو ان احنا بنتعامل من الشات. لو حد عنده اي سؤال، في علامة هاند موجودة كده، ممكن ان هو يرفع يشاور بيها بس، وان شاء الله انا هعمل له انميوت ونقدر نتكلم. اوكي. نكمل. Now how to determine the atomic number of elements، اللي هو الاوبوزيت بقى بتاع اللي فاتت. يعني مثلا if I told you that you have an element that its electrons distributed in 3 energy levels, and it has 3 electrons in its outermost energy level. So you have to distribute the electrons in 3 energy levels. So it located in period 3, and it has 3 electrons in the outermost. So it has 3 electrons in the outermost. So its electronic configuration is 2A3. So its atomic number is 13. Any problem in determining the location of the element in the modern periodic table? If you have any problem, you can raise your hand. Okay. Another exercise. An element Y exists in period 2 and the group 7A. So what is its atomic number? If you know the answer, raise your hand. Okay, Jana Mustafa. Anybody want to share us? Do you know where is the hand sign? تعرفين مكان الهاند فين؟
reaction.
Again? اوكي يا جماعة. طيب جنة.
هيبقى 9.
طيب what 9
atoms.
9 its atomic number is 9. So how can you get it? جبتيها ازاي؟
هتبقى البيريود هو عدد الانرجي outermost. اول واحد هيبقى filled والتاني هيبقى بعدد الجروب.
Okay, so it is in period 2, so it has 2 main energy levels, and in group 7A, so its outermost energy level has 7 electrons. So it's 2 plus 7 equals 9. Thank you, John. As we said, that the atomic number equals 9. The number of zero, the new number of zero group is 18. The new group 5A is 15. So that's all about lesson 1, and now let's go to lesson 2. Any problems in lesson 1? If you have any problem in lesson 1, raise your hand. طيب أنا هفتح المايك لحظة كده عشان الناس كلها اللي عنده مشكلة ومش عارف يوصل للهاند يقول عليها.
انا مش لاقي الهاند يا مستر بيقول عليها.
طيب هي الهاند موجودة تحت أو موجودة فوق. الناس اللي يعني خليكم مع بعض على الشات، اللي مش لاقي حاجة يبعتها للتاني، يعمل شير سكرين ويوري له الهاند دي فين. تمام. طب حد عنده مشكلة كده في lesson 1؟ No problems؟ ها؟
لا يا مستر مفيش مشاكل.
طب اوكي يلا بينا. Let's go to lesson 2 now. Okay, now we'll listen to graduation of the elements properties. We have many elements like hydrogen 1, sodium 11, lithium 3. So now we have to know some properties of these elements. First, the atomic size. Second, the electronegativity. Number 3, the metallic and non-metallic property. Now let's go to the first one. The first property graduation in the modern periodic table is the atomic size property. Number one, the atomic size determined by the atomic radius. The measuring unit is picometer. The picometer is very small. It's about 1 × 10⁻⁻12 meter. The atomic size, by increasing the atomic number in the period, the atomic size decreases, and in groups is the atomic number. By increasing the atomic number, the atomic size increases. So each period begins with the large one, and the second one and the next element for in the same period get smaller and smaller and smaller in the vertical group. When we going from up to down, the atomic size increase. That's all. So the largest atomic size is down left, it is cesium, and the smallest one is upright in fluorine. Okay, so the atomic size in the same period decrease because the attraction of forces between the positive nucleus and the electrons increase. So the atom looks like shrinking, and they get smaller. In the vertical group, the atomic size get increased. Why? Because the number of energy levels increases. So in the first group, the element has just one main energy level, which is K. The following one is KL, KLM, KLMN, and so on. So that's why the atomic size get increased. By increasing, this is an inverse relationship between the atomic size and the atomic number, but this in period. Okay, so by increasing the atomic number in the period, the size get decreased. So this is an inverse relationship because one of them increased and the other is decreased. But in the group, there's a direct relationship between the atomic size and the atomic number. As when we go from up to down, the atomic size get increased as the atomic number also get increased. So this is a direct relationship because both of them get increased together. Yes, يا إبراهيم.
ممكن بس الحتة دي تاني؟
اوكي يا إبراهيم، حاضر. تاني. By increase دلوقتي احنا بنتكلم we are talking about the graduation of the atomic size property. The atomic size property in the period and in the group. So what happens when إبراهيم خليك معايا كده. I will open your mic. بص يا إبراهيم تاني كده معايا. By going from left to right in the period, the atomic size increase or decrease?
لا increase.
No, it decreases. Again, from left to right in the period, the atomic size increase or decrease?
Decrease.
It decreases. Why it decreases? Why does it decreases? It decreases due to the attraction between positive protons and the negative electrons. Okay? لحظة واحدة يا يوسف بس أخلص مع إبراهيم. تاني. And in the vertical group يا إبراهيم, as I go from up to down, the atomic size get increase or decrease?
Increase.
Increase. Why? Due to the increase of the numbers of energy level. Okay? Okay, Ibrahim?
ماشي يا مستر.
تاني تاني اهي in the period by increasing the atomic number the atomic size what decrease okay and in the group the atomic by going from up to down the atomic size increase. الجيف ريزون بتاع كل واحده فيهم مكتوب قدامك والانسر بتاعها.
تمام يا مستر.
تمام وموجوده في البوكلت على فكره. تمام لو في مشكله تاني قول لي عليها. يوسف. ايوه يوسف كنت عايز تقول ايه؟
مش راضي. لا خلاص كنت عايزة أسأل بس نفس السؤال إبراهيم.
طب تمام. طب هي واضحه دلوقتي؟
أيوة واضحة تمام.
طيب okay. Now let's move to another property. Define the largest atomic size is in group 1A. يبقى at the left size, the group 1A has the largest atomic size, elements, and the largest of the largest is the cesium. Cesium is the largest atomic size in the periodic table. The smallest atomic size is fluorine, okay? Upright in the periodic table. First, atomic size property. Anybody can arrange these elements ascendingly according to their atomic size? Ascending from the smallest one to the largest one. Who can answer? Jana, Mustafa raised it hands. Another hand? جانا جاوبت معايا قبل كده. حد تاني يحاول. أسأل أنا طيب؟ طب هنا؟ هنا زايد.
أيوه
أيوة يا هنا. Which one is the smallest atomic size? Has the smallest atomic size?
B4.
And the greater one?
الصوديوم.
After beryllium, this is sodium?
اللي هو أكبر واحد.
لا I know the greater one and then the greatest. يبقى who is number one?
اللي هو أكبر واحد.
The smallest one.
The smallest B4.
Number two?
Li3.
Okay,
Lithium.
and the largest one is?
صوديوم.
Thank you. تمام. ممكن يجي حاجة زي كده على فكرة. الرينج دي بتيجي في الإكزامز على طول. طيب. Another property is the electronegativity, okay? Now let's talk about the electronegativity property. We have just 10 minutes. The electronegativity property, what does it mean? Electronegativity, it is the ability of the atom in the covalent molecule to attract the chemical bonds toward it. So we have now a covalent bond between two atoms, and they have shared electrons. They share the electrons with each other, and each one has to pull the electrons to itself. So which one can attract the electrons more to it? The atom which has more electronegativity can attract the electrons to itself. Inner gases have no electronegativity. Why? Because they don't form the bonds with another elements. Okay. The difference in electronegativity, we have polar compounds like water and ammonia. We have ionic compounds like NaCl, and we have a non-polar, non-ionic compounds. But let's talk about the polar compounds. Compound, it is a covalent compound which difference in the electronegativity relatively high. So the polar compound, it is the compound that has a large electronegativity difference between these atoms, like water and ammonia. So the water molecule consists of 1 oxygen and 2 hydrogen, and the bond here is between oxygen and hydrogen. Which one has more electronegativity? The smallest one. The smallest atom in the size can attract the electrons to itself more. And the ammonia here is ammonia bonds between nitrogen and the hydrogen, as the ammonia molecule consists of 1 atom of nitrogen and the 3 hydrogen atoms. So the bond here is between nitrogen and the hydrogen. Which one of these atoms can attract the electrons to itself? The nitrogen has a smaller size, so it can attract the electrons to itself more than hydrogen. Type. So water and ammonia, both of them are polar. So, but which one is more polar, water or ammonia? Water is more polar than ammonia. Why? Because the difference between oxygen and hydrogen in the electronegativity is greater than the difference between nitrogen and hydrogen in the electronegativity. So water is more polar than ammonia. Elements around you in nature can be divided in 4 main kinds: metals, non-metals, and metalloids, and noble gases. طبعا هنا بدأنا بقى في property جديدة اللي هي الميتاليك and non-metallic property. Metals tend to lose their electrons and they change into positive ions. They need to reach the electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas. But here we have to confirm this information that the metals reach to the electronic distribution of the preceding يعني اللي قبلها the preceding noble gas, but non-metals have to reach the electronic configuration of the following noble gas as they gain electrons. Okay. طيب أنا هفتح المايك برضو لحظة كده علشان نشوف لو في حد واقف معاه حاجة.
كله تمام.
المايكس كلها مفتوحة دلوقتي المفروض. في مشاكل لحد دلوقتي. أنا عارف إن الإلكترونيجاتيفيتي بتبقى مشكلة بالنسبة لكم شوية. في مشاكل في أي حاجة لحد دلوقتي؟ إحنا وصلنا تقريبا قربنا نخلص lesson 2 كده. ها في مشاكل في حاجة؟ طيب إحنا فاضل معانا دلوقتي 5 minutes بالظبط. تمام. تحبوا أروح لبوينت معينة؟ Again, all mics now can be unmuted. Okay, كل المايكس مفتوحة دلوقتي تقدروا تفتحوها. ها في جزئية معينة عايزين أركز عليها في آخر 5 دقايق دول؟ أكمل؟ تمام. The positive ion metals are changed into positive ions. It's an atom of metallic elements which lose electrons or more during the chemical reaction. Non-metallic property, the non-metals like tend to gain electrons and change into negative ions. So negative ions, it's the atom of non-metals that gain 1 electron or more during the chemical reactions. semi metals، والبوينت دي مهمة برضو لازم يتحفظوا، اللي هم السيمي ميتالز او اللي هم الميتالويد elements: boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium. The graduation of metallic and non-metallic property in the periodic table. Any period in the modern periodic table begins with a strong metal, then a metal, then it reaches the metalloid, then the beginning of non-metallic property, then it ends with a strong non-metal property, and finally the noble gases. The chemical properties of the metallic property of the metals and non-metals. طبعا ده احنا عملناه، الاكتيفيتي ده عملناه مع بعض: reaction with metals with diluted acid, reaction with oxygen, and change into alkaline solution. So the chemical activity series is important. It is the descending order of metals according to their metallic property or according to their activity. So at the top of the chemical activity series, sodium and the potassium react instantly in water, then they followed by calcium and magnesium. They react very slowly. Zinc and the iron react with hot water vapor, and the copper and silver don't react with water. And now we have the lesson 3, the main groups in the modern periodic table. The alkali metals, group 1A, halogen 7A, and noble gases. Okay, we have 2 minutes now, so we can revise them and continue our revision in the class, inshallah. But before I end my session with you, I have to receive the questions. Now let's unmute all mics now. المايكس كلها دلوقتي opened معاكم يا جماعة في آخر 2 minutes. لو في مشاكل في حاجة ممكن تسألوني في أي جزئية موجودة. ها؟ طيب أعرف طب الفيدباك بتاعكم، السيشن دي كانت مهمة بالنسبة لكم؟
بصراحة في يونت 2، قصدي في ليسن 2.
listen to. طيب الباقي يا جماعة ممكن تفتحوا المايكس بتاعتكم، أنا سايبها لكم ممكن تفتحوها. تاني، في أي جزئية عايزين نبقى أركز معاها أو أبعت لكم شيتس عليها؟ أنا بعت الورك شيتس كلها كل الورك شيتس اللي أنتوا استلمتوها أو ما استلمتوهاش موجودة دلوقتي على التليجرام بتاع الجروب بتاع الكلاس بتاعكم. لو في مشكلة في أي حاجة تقدروا إن أنتوا تنزلوا الورك شيتس دي وتحاولوا تحلوها. ممكن تبعتوا لي الانسر بتاعتها، ان شاء الله هصححها. لو في مشكلة في أي حاجة برضو وعايزيني أشرحها لكم تاني ممكن تبعتوها لي. أيوة يا جنى.
ممكن تعمل ريفيجن شيت؟
الريفيجن شيت هو اعتبروا الشيتس اللي انتوا استلمتوها طول الترم هي دي الريفيجن شيت.
بس أنا رميتهم.
هي كتير بس هي دي ما ينفعش نختصرها أكتر من كده. المهم nice to meet you and good morning everybody. Nice to meet you for today, and inshallah meet you in another session. Thank you all. Bye bye.